Hey there, random internet strangers. It's Random Forex Guy. Had an exciting evening last night, as you can tell. This is the hourly chart of the Bitcoin. And you can see we just kind of been bebopping, moping around. And then this is where I've tweeted out right here that we had broke the 9,000 mark, the 9K mark, and actually went up almost to 9.2K. Which was the next level, just short of that. If we look back on my other chart right here, 9.21, and I got these on the narrow bands, so if I went to the wider bands, it definitely would have been into that zone right there, that particular zone. So once again, showing you that these levels work. Can't use this chart because it doesn't operate on the weekends, so I have to go to trade view. And once again, this is the hourly chart. We almost hit that 9.2K, and then it slowly trickled down. And what I think happened here is, if we take a look at where it started to really take off, if we add in a candle body here and then add in another average candle body here, that goes right to the tippy top of this turning point right here. This area, you can see there was some supply up there earlier before we finally broke through. And what I think happened with the combination of the light volume over the weekend, that a lot of traders, intraday traders in particular, or leverage traders, what they did was probably put their stops here at break even. They maybe they got in here. Might even been some take profit people that got in on this move right here, and they set their trailing stops here. They pushed them up tight, thinking that we were on a roll. And if you remember from my last video, I said that this area right here was an area to set your buy limits. It's your limit orders. And this base rally right here, if we go and look, I actually used the blue triangle, the rectangle, or blue rectangle, to extend out some rally-based rallies, because my sub-dem indicator doesn't pick up on those. So we have this one down here, which, there's still a possibility we could hit that. That would be about a 75% retracement, or 3/4. This is about a 60%, maybe 50%. I mean, we got down into practically the bottom of this rectangle right here, where this rally-based rally originated from. So, if we look right here, we got down to 80. I guess it didn't go quite that far. It was 84.58, and I like to use this one because it's more accurate. 84. Where's 84.58? 84.58. So okay, so it was right there, right. I made this kind of wide. I incorporated this candle right here. So that's about right. Once again, the levels never cease to amaze me. So let's go back where we were. So this is a good area to buy in. I think it just moved so rapidly and so fast because of the volume, the light volume. And I know that there was a lot of 9,000 orders triggered out right here. A lot of orders were piled up in there. If we look at, let's see, we go to, sorry, I won't go there. But if you remember from my last video, there was a lot of orders piled up there at 9,000. 89, 90, and 9,000 had a serious amount of orders piled up in there, and seeing it lines up here with that demand level or that supply level right here. And they happen to be more buys than sells, and that's why the price shot up to almost 2K almost immediately within the hour. Now this looks pretty ominous, but if we take a eagle eye view, you can see it's just a minor blip, a pullback on the daily. So we're still well within this uptrend, although this was quite a bit of a down spook. But I think because of light volume that there wasn't a lot. I think a lot of stops got triggered, and in order for those stops to get filled, the price had to move. And so more than likely there was a lot of slippage. That's what I'm thinking is what happened, because there was a lot of stops piled up in there, thinking everybody got a little bit too excited and jumped on. But if you're trading like I am, you know that we're just dollar cost averaging in as we get ready for one of these nice parabolic runs, whether it's something jagged and it wasn't all skyrockets in this area. Got a good run here, pull back, and then boom, right up the next day. So I'm not too worried. It's starting to look like this. And it's right around the same area too, on top of it. And until we blast through, probably to this area here, about 10.5, we're probably going to see a lot of jagged movement until we bust out above. Particularly this, here's a lot of particular area around 10.3, and then it'll be right here. This will be the next area where you'll see a lot of people starting to take profit, and which is where I will probably take off about a third of my order, and I will move my stop to break even. So the worst case scenario is I'll probably profit about 40% on this run, if and when that happens. And then I'll let the rest run, and like I said, if I take a third off, I'll probably only get about a 20% return, which Warren Buffett gets 20% per year, and I get it on one trade. So, but I'm going to continue. I wish I had some more money. I do have a little bit, but that's my slush fund, and I need to keep that in case of emergencies. So I have to wait on my tax return for my next one. So that's it. It was, like I said, it's pretty exciting, but when that big drop after the pop, while it looked ominous on the hourly, that big demon drop there, because it happened so fast due to thin liquidity more than anything. And then, as I said, so the buyers came in and popped the price back up, and now it stopped the hemorrhaging, and right at the level where I said it would happen. Now we get ready for the next run. It's not to say that it's possible we could come down to this next level down here, back to 81. That is possible. It's not as probable as going up, because we all know now that we can break 9,000. So there's a herd mentality out there now. It's starting to build. Still under the radar to a lot of people, as everybody's all focused on the stock market going to hit 30K, which like I said, I put most of my position in my 401k out in stable value, but I still, whatever I contribute is still in the aggressive growth. So I've still been doing fairly well with my 401k, but I will be searching very soon for maybe a bond fund if my broker provides it. Maybe they provide it this year, a crypto fund. I'll have to take a look. That's one of the things I'm going to do today. to see if they have like a metals fund or a crypto fund for when the stock market corrects, because it will. And the Fed can only pump in so much money. So that's all I had today. That was pretty exciting overnight. Like I say, I went out and saw some friends when this happened, and then I woke up in the middle of the morning, 6 a.m. It was amazing that I woke up right at the end of this. I was like, oh wow, far out. Time to buy again. While everybody's maybe in despair, don't despair. This is exactly the kind of pullback that this needed. It was getting overextended. So this is exactly the pullback that we needed. The price to stabilize, to be at a value where people will want to buy it again. So it's there. It's there for the taking. It's like taking candy from a baby. This is Random Internet. Oh, why did I say that? This is Random Forex Guy signing off.